Hello, hi everyone. Hope you people are doing well and fine. Myself, CMA Vikita, Cost and Management Accountant. Here we have come forward for making things easy for you, for making strategy management enjoyable subject as well as a subject which can be scoring. It is not a boring subject, boys and girls. Remember this very important point. If you understand the theme of it, it's beautiful and trust me, it's very necessary as a cost accountant or a professional or in life. Strategy management topic subject is very necessary, where it actually makes you analyze about what's your weakness, what's your strength, what can be your opportunities, and what's your actual threats. These are some things really a real person can focus on and then grow in their life in all ways. So please read properly, understand properly. Wherever you have doubts, put on a pause, rewind it again. As I always say, 3 hours: revise, rewind, and refresh yourself. First refresh your mind, then rewind it, and then you revise things. Cumulative revision is very necessary, everyone. So please make a note that you doing a cumulative revision. I mean, before you watch this video, please, all those students who are watching this video newly, I hope so you have all completed my first lectures. I mean the chapter number 1 of the strategy management, and this before lecture which we have uploaded, right? If not, keep a pause there, watch those and then come back, because you get a linkage, there is a flow, there is a proper way of connection from one thing to another to be studied. Not just because like there is a subject, there is a topic, there is a chapter, we go directly to the chapter. No, in some particular chapters there is no linkage, but in strategy management there's a linkage from one till the last chapter. There's a very good flow. If you don't understand what is strategy, what is management, what are the vision, mission, objectives, goals, tactics, and what are the levels of management, if you don't understand that, you can never properly get a clarity even if you read 100 times. So now focus, read once, listen to my video twice. You really don't have to work much harder, except you just need to check your scanners or the workbook, because those can be improving you in knowing which type of question and which way of answer should be written to those questions. You know everything, no doubt you know everything. Let's always think positive way and then go ahead. Okay, so now let me not give you motivational speech. Now let's go into our subject. Now as you know that the before video we had completed about what is SWOT analysis, PEST and pestle analysis. We had completed about examples like Coca-Cola, examples like Geo and Dell computers. We had gone into the SWOT analysis of those also, like just becoming a strategic manager of those companies. How do we analyze and give the SWOT of that companies? Those were some things which we did it, right? Now coming to our thing, that is, before I go to the screen which is saying about portfolio analysis, this is one more new model, one more new theme, where what happens is you are going to understand about the portfolio management of an organization. Okay, before we go into it, I just want you people to understand a small thing. Please make a note. In our book also we have it. Just make a note that there are some points to remember for a SWOT analysis to be done. Like, for doing a SWOT analysis by a strategy management or a cost accountant or any manager or a professional, if you have been told a company is there and you want to do a SWOT analysis, like, you need to know what are the factors required for doing the analysis, right? So these are the factors which are required for doing the analysis, right? These are the factors you're seeing here. Yeah, the first point is the past accounts. You need to obviously check the past accounts. The past records must be checked. You need to ask the finance department about the past accounts. Means the last year minimum 5 years accounts must be checked, and using them, how the ratios are being analyzed, how they are actually making the financial report, and how the analysis has been made through the financial basis, right? Next, coming through product position and product market mix, where it speaks about marketing, where it speaks about sales, where it speaks about product development, product which has been developed, and is it penetrated, is it into diversification, is it into different platforms, and how it is. Okay, so it's purely saying about the position of the product and product market mix. Okay, so related to the marketing, related to the position of the market according to the growth, as well as the market position, right? So now next comes is the cash and financial structure. What does this speak? Cash and financial structure, it speaks purely about, internal factor, where it says about the composition of our, what the assets are, what are the liabilities, what the debts are, what are the different advances, what are the different banks which the particular organization is into, right? So these all the ways which we can know the financial structure, whether the organization is financially good to invest or very bad to invest, or is it in an average type of methodology, that it is a big question mark type of thing. Okay, next comes is the cost structure. Cost structures purely speaks about the cost related thing, where it speaks about how, if it is in a manufacturing or production unit, what are the prime related cost, what are the material cost, what are the operational cost, like, material, labor, and many other costs, how the cost related thing is done, and is it effectively and efficiently used it according to the available resources or not, are we spending anything extra on it. These all criterias come into the cost structure. Then coming into the managerial ability, which speaks to you purely about the HR, about the staff, about the employees, how they are related to each other, whether the upper level, lower level, and the below line level all are connected to each other, whether the divisional level, functional level, and the corporate level are doing good or not, and many other things. Okay, so I just gave you the brief of it. Maybe some people must be thinking, ma'am, where is it? So for you people, I'm just showing you how, where is it. These are those things which is there. Okay, just check. These are those things, it is there. This points only I said you in very very important flash notes. Those are called flash notes. Okay, so make sure those flash notes keep coming to your mind, and it should hit your nerves and saying that these are the points, these are the points, come on, you should remember these are the points. This is the way you should recall the subject all the time. If tomorrow you're reading the subject, just within 15 minutes the chapter or the concept should be completed. Should not take much time. Why? Because already today you have done it. If tomorrow you do it, then it's beautiful and easier. It goes into the subconscious mind slowly and slowly. And trust me, before exam 1 week also, you just have to go in a speed way. Okay, and why? Because we don't have much time. Second thing is, everything you have read, and it's been, you're not, it's not easy, like it's not something new for you. It's something like, ha, mujhe aata hai, I know it, I know all the things, I know all the points. Why? Because you're doing a cumulative revision. So that's how you should go ahead in our this type of subjects. Okay, now coming down, I hope you have understood these all things. These all things, I think we have, I have already said you. Not much great to be done, but yeah. uh, Yes, here. So I think you have understood what are the strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Now, I just want to say, because we completed the, so those were some things which we just read. I hope you people are with me. Okay, now, as we have already done the SWOT and PEST analysis, there in our exam, like in our book which we have, is the advantages and disadvantages of PEST and SWOT analysis, which has been given here, right? If you're able to see here. So for making it easy, what I have done is I brought down for you people, I jotted down some points, that is the drawbacks of SWOT analysis, SWOT and PEST. The drawbacks of SWOT and PEST analysis. The drawbacks of SWOT and PEST analysis is first very important thing. These are very easy and they're very simple. Okay. And it is next is they require expertise. Next, PEST analysis is related to the external factor and macro scale, and it is little bit uncertain sometimes. As we see some examples, the factors which are there are some things which are not that great related, but it's uncertain, right? No connections are there. Next, SWOT does not provide the result of each factor for analysis to be successful. Sometimes the SWOT is also not successful. Then it takes time and research for doing this, both the analysis. So it is sometimes not preferred. But if you see out of SWOT and PEST analysis, the PEST is actually not that much useful in nowadays situations or in the organizations or the companies, but the SWOT analysis is beautifully used in day-to-day life as well as in the companies, in the entrepreneurs, like by the entrepreneurs, by the firms, and many other ways. Okay. It's because it has its internal factors, it has its external factors, both combined together, you can know beautifully the SWOT of an organization. That's why it's called a SWOT analysis, right? Very nice. So we are now coming down to the portfolio analysis, everyone. Yeah, so here we have got the portfolio analysis. Now, for you to make things easier, what I have done is I have given a example. Okay, I noted down an example. So before I go with the example, let me actually explain you what is this portfolio analysis. Just portfolio analysis has two things to concentrate on: making sure that it makes the weaknesses stronger. Okay. Okay. And make sure, what it does is it improves the weakness and strengthens, puts a beautiful stability and a position with the strengths. Okay. So it purely focuses on identifying the current strengths. How it will be identified? By the SWOT analysis. Okay. To identify the strengths and weaknesses, first what you have to do is, strength and weaknesses are the internal factor. First you have to remember that internal factor. So as we all know, in normally, if you understand in a layman language, okay, this is a person, this is think, it is Victory. Okay, this is Mr. Victory. Okay, Mr. Victory is now doing its SWOT analysis. Now you say me that out of this SWOT analysis, Mr. Victory can purely say good, that he has these all things advantages, and weaknesses he can say these all are weaknesses. Opportunities and threats he has to take a lot of time. Why? Because he literally sometimes doesn't know what can be their opportunities and what actually threats can be guessed, but it is not that great. Okay. So in the same way, this factor and this factor are what? Internal, means it is within you, within Mr. Victory, to say that these are some things which I myself have it, I have it. I don't have to depend on anyone else to say me that what am I as a person, right? So those are the strengths, those are the weaknesses. Now, so portfolio management in short is saying it is needing to identify the current strengths and weaknesses. What is doing? Current strengths and weaknesses of an organization's products in its market. It has to make sure that it does a proper analysis of its strengths and weaknesses of organization's products in the market. Like the whole organization as a brand has many products. Okay. And out of those products, what are the strengths, what are the weaknesses, it has to identify. Okay, then another objective is, it is doing this: identify what the strategy is needed to maintain a strong position and improve a weak one. To maintain what? To maintain a strong position and increase a lot of strategies to put a lot of strategies to put and make sure these negative products or the brands are going into the strategies of positiveness. Got it? So in short, what is actually portfolio? Portfolio beautifully speaks about, there are a number of products. Okay, now just imagine one thing, I'll say you, if you keep all the 10 or 12 eggs in one basket. For example, one is rotten, I mean one is cracked, one egg is cracked, don't you think the other eggs also will crack? Yes or no? Yes, obviously it will crack. Why? It is that way only. So it is always said that you don't have to keep all eggs in one basket. Keep some eggs in one place, keep another eggs in another place, another eggs in another place, so that whenever there is any issues, then also you can diversify your risk and work on it, and you get a positive response. In the same way, it is saying you need to identify the strategy is needed to maintain the strong one. Wherever it is strong, wherever you get positive, or you are getting a lot of profits, you maintain that strategy, you click on it and stabilize that strategy. But don't forget to also make sure that you improve the lower versions, you improve those eggs which are also in the tench or the edge of actually breaking or cracking. Okay, so improve the weak ones and stabilize the strengths. Okay, now beautiful example I would like to say. Before I go to the example, there are some factors which are influencing these portfolio strategy. So I can say, normally portfolio strategy is an analysis which is done for strength and weaknesses. Purely it's saying that, right? Strength you have to stabilize, and improve you have to weakness you have to improve, right? So you can in short say it is an internal factor or internal environment analysis. It is an internal theory, you can say internal factor model. Understanding everyone, I hope you are getting a very nice clarity on it. If you have doubts, pause there and listen again. You will get a clarity, I'm saying you surely will get a clarity. If your mind is saying something else, and you think you are here sitting and listening, and your mind is saying something else, that let me have ice cream, or let me go for a ride, or let me actually break here and go, please do that. I'm saying you pause there, go refresh yourself, come back again 5 minutes of after 20 minutes or half an hour. But complete it properly with a proper mindset, not in a haphazard manner. Okay. Okay, now what are the factors? As I said you, the factors, there are a number of factors which are influencing the portfolio strategy. Okay, it is what? Historic factors, personal factors, strategic factors, and environmental factors. Okay, so which influence the portfolio strategy, and these factors are, first thing is, the vision and mission is affecting the portfolio strategy, yes or no? Obviously, if there is something mission or vision which is saying, it will obviously affect the portfolio strategy. Okay, it will affect the company. Next, value system. Value system purely says about, it says about influencing the portfolio strategy is the value system and promoters or the major stockholders. Okay, so this is one. Next comes is the current business, then position of the portfolio matrix PLC, then government policies is one factor, competitive environment another factor, company resources is another factor, demand and supply, beautiful factor, competitive moves, competitive advantage, you can say, portfolio strategy as a parent company. Okay, like it has, this is the company, it has these subsidiaries, this is a holding company, so this is called a parent company. Okay, next, a business environment. So these are some factors which are responsible for a portfolio strategy or an analysis or a portfolio strategy model. Now I'm going to explain you with a beautiful example. So first thing you need to know that what is portfolio analysis. As I said, your portfolio speaks purely about bundle bundle analysis of a product of a company. Bundle analysis of an organization's products and services. Okay, make a note. Fine. See, bundle and product analysis of a brand or an organization. Right, organization. Got it? So what it says, weakness is improved, strengths are maintained and increased. So strengths are stabilized or improved, and weaknesses are improved. Okay, so here I've taken an example of Tata brand. So if you see here, okay, now what has happened, these are the brands of Tata. These are what? These are the brands of Tata. These are the brands of Tata. Okay, yeah. So the Tata example which I have given, it is about, Tata as a company. This is what? This is a company, and these are the different like, products, motors, departments, you can say departments, where Tata has its share, or it has divided its portfolio into these different departments. One is information and technology, one is healthcare center, then comes is fashion and lifestyle. Okay, fine. So now what I did is I put on these all different boxes. I mean, in Tata, I have divided into 4 boxes. Okay. Now what has happened in this? I divided, and in motors, I found that these are the products of Tata's, that is Tata Automotors, Autocom, Autocop, and many other things. Like in information technology, Tata ELXSI and TCS is one. Healthcare, Tata Health is one. Fashion and lifestyle, Zara, Tanishq, Westside, Titan, and these all are the companies, or these all are the products of department of Tata fashion and lifestyle. Got it? Now, if I'm taking an example in COVID situation, in situation of COVID, what has happened? We can obviously see that the healthcare sector which we had, okay, was into a boom. Okay, so I put an arrow like this, right? In the same way, if we see, did we ever buy many clothes in the COVID situation? Because any jewelry, anything which we bought in the COVID situation, except, I think, no, except night dresses or shorts, or like minimum requirements, we didn't buy anything else, right? So it was almost in the down go situation. Okay, that means the market was very down. Okay, coming to information and communication or IT department, it was like some companies were into work from home situation, some companies were actually shut down, and they literally didn't have profits, and they were into a very big loss, and they had to shut down the shutters, as well as they need to they have removed a number of employees also in those companies, right? So it was an up and down situation also. Coming to the motors, in the COVID situation, did you ever think of buying a vehicle? Right, we were using a vehicle only for necessary purpose, like for example, we need to go to hospital or a doctor, or to go to Apollo pharmacy or Mediplus. We were using those vehicles, right? It was, we were literally not putting on petrol much also. 100 rupees petrol, it was going for a month maybe, and we were using it for getting vegetables in the morning, which was like, before there was a time duration like around 6 till 9:30 only the market will be open. Necessary things we were going and getting it, right? So in this total situation, what has happened for Tata is there, the Tata's amount has been diversified, has been put into different portfolios. This is one portfolio, this is another portfolio, this is another portfolio, this is another portfolio, right? So when you see in the health sector, there has been an advantage, there has been a growth, there has been so much growth in the health sector, that motors and fashion will also, like, the amount, if you don't earn in those those portions of those time of COVID situation, the healthcare sector has brought so much of profit. So it is saying that the the strengths are being increased and stabilized, and the weaknesses are also being improved in some or the other way, improved in some other way. Okay, so it is diversifying its portfolio in so beautiful way that some or the other way, the Tata is not into the lower portion of the market or lower position of the market. It has its position in its, in the country or in the economic world. Okay, so analyzing its strengths and improving its weaknesses is a beautiful thing. It's diversified its amount in such beautiful way, that in all such sectors, that it into a profitable situation, into a profitable situation. In the end of the day, Tata should be benefited, is what the knowledge of the strategy of it, right? I hope you understood, everyone understood. So this was something about portfolio strategy. So make sure that you read it properly. I'm making it a small short video because it will, if I make it more big also, you will think it's a boring thing. I'll add on the next videos in the next time. So make sure that you read till now properly, rewind it, revise it, and refresh yourself, and come back to the next class. I hope you're liking, enjoying the videos. Please put a like button, and please share your views on it so that we can just improve more better. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Have a good time.